we're back with another Realtor Spotlight, and we are blessed today to not have just one Realtor. We are blessed to have a whole group of them with us today. So we are in the new home of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services office, and we are joined here with Kaci.
Hi!
So Kaci, do you want to introduce yourself and kind of just tell them a little bit of yourself and kind of how you got started in real estate and kind of your journey to where we are now? I know. It's a big loaded question.
It was, yes, it is, and it's been a fun journey for sure. So, 14 years ago, I, thinking several different career paths, ended up choosing real estate and started with just myself, then ended up joining a team with Nigel Horonzy, my husband, and then we eventually formed the Horonzy group, and we've got, there's 3 of us on our team now, and we've got a couple assistants and just a really good team. And then actually right before we got married, we ended up buying the company, and so so we have Berkshire Hathaway, and it's an amazing team here. All the way around.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have. I mean, every realtor that I have met that has been on your team has spoke amazing things about you and working here with you guys. But they are also so professional and really, really know their stuff and really work for their clients.
Absolutely. I mean, we really pride ourselves here on having a really strong reputation. Just treating people right and having a really high standard for our ethics and just our customer service. So. We love what we do.
I love that. And so now, I mean, obviously, how long did it take you to decide you want it? I mean, this building is beautiful. We're going to get a tour here shortly, but I mean, it is just everywhere you look, there's like a different design element or just something that's really kind of cool and fun.
Yes, so fun. So we bought the building December of 19. Okay. And then pretty much it took I mean, we demoed it. This was an attorney's office. There were big walls everywhere, and we just demoed the whole thing. It was 2 shells, top and bottom. And then we had a great design team with E3, and we kind of had the concept, knew what we wanted. They helped say, okay, here's 5 tiles. Here's so we had a lot of the concepts in our head, but they helped everything really come to life. Yeah, it's real.
Like, speaking of coming to life, like this is, and you can smell it. It smells so good. Like it really, talk about bringing the outside in.
It's so fresh. Well, it's such a long and narrow building, so we really wanted there to be as much light as we could, and we wanted to bring some elements, outside elements inside.
I love it.
Yeah, we didn't want it to feel dark, and so we tried. So you'll see we have glass everywhere. We wanted it to feel as open, and I'm all into energy and vibrations too. So we wanted everything to be able to really just everybody's energy to flow.
Off each other. Yeah, that's so great. So tell us, before we do a tour and everything, I just kind of want to know, pick your brain a little bit about the real estate market in general, but like what you tell people, why they should choose Berkshire Hathaway over another real estate company.
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many great companies in town. And I think there's a lot of business to go around for everybody. So, but I think part of what sets us apart is we really, just in loving what we do, like I said, the customer service factor is huge. If your client has a bad experience, they're never going to use you again. Right. And then, I mean, it just trickles from there. So customer service is huge. But the technology and a lot of the logistics that we're doing behind the scenes, like along the way, is really helpful as well. Hey, we want you to say hey.
Hey, Nigel, do you want to come over and say hello? He ran up the stairs so fast.
I think he's got a meeting. Anyways, so we have a lot of really cool technology. We feel like we're ahead of the curve when it comes to all the stuff on the internet. I mean, this industry is changing.
Big time.
Constantly. Yeah. So the online platform is really huge, and we feel like we've got a big reach with that. Our brand is global. So there's just so many marketing aspects that I feel like set us apart.
Which is huge for someone that's looking to sell a home down here, because you're able to reach not just our local market, you're able to reach all over, which we all know there's a lot of people looking to build or to buy from the north, from the south, like kind of moving here to kind of get that fresh air feeling down here.
They call and they are like, I want to get the heck out of here. Yes. And I mean, and how can I help you? Let's do it. So,
one, being ahead of the game already on the virtual side, how was it when everything kind of went to virtual touring and virtual meetings with all clients? People buying stuff sight unseen, essentially. Other than the virtual world.
It was actually exciting. maybe a little scary at first, but honestly, we have done a ton of virtual for years. I mean, we have investors that buy that have never seen the property. I mean, so I think a lot of us were already used to doing like, you know, video tours and FaceTiming or Zooming listing appointments, but it really changed dramatically for the ones that we had to do that for.
Right.
And so we kind of felt prepared in some ways because we were already doing it, but then we just figured out, okay, how can we hone our skills? How can we make that client as comfortable as possible on the side of the screen? How can we really bring the whole listing presentation to this screen right now versus, you know, when we can't be in the home and shake their hand when you walk in. And so it wasn't that hard. It was just you had to sit down and kind of think it through and
pivot a little bit.
Yeah, it was really just a pivot for us. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It was just enhancing what we already did.
That's so great.
Yeah.
All right, one last question for you, and then I'll put you off the hot seat and really put you in your sweet spot where you can kind of tour us around. But I always like to get a little tip of advice for, like, one of your top tips for a buyer and one top tip for a seller in this day and age.
That is a good one. Okay, for a buyer and a seller. Well, for the buyer, I would say, you know, it's really important to, right now, you've really got to hone in on what you want. You need to trust your agent, whoever you're working with, but you got to be very honest and specific about what you want. And right now in this market, you have to be willing to jump. I mean, if you see that one, you can't sleep on it. I mean, I understand sometimes we need to sleep on it, but you've got to really just...
Maybe just one night.
Maybe one night, but then be prepared for there to be multiple offers the
Right.
next day, and that you're gonna have to compete with somebody. So when you see it, and a lot of times you know,
Right.
so you gotta act. But trust your agent, listen to them, you know what they're doing, and
Right.
and as far as sellers, oh goodness. Sellers have it really good right now. The market is amazing, obviously, and I would just say again, you know, trust the agent on the pricing.
Right.
That is crucial right now. You want to have the home clean. I mean, all the normal things,
Right.
declutter, stuff like that. But right now, I would say when you're interviewing the agent, you know, you need to ask some questions. You want to make sure they are knowledgeable of the market. You know, you kind of want to make sure that they know really well what they're doing,
Right.
and that they can service you. And compare. Like if you're interviewing, make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Ask all the agents the same questions.
Yeah, that's super smart because I mean,
Yeah.
you get in that moment and you're talking, you're like, well, wait, they said they do this, but I don't know if this person would do that. So you know, kind of have your list of questions that are like your know, non-negotiables, I guess you would say.
Ask, and I think knowing too, like what agents' average list to sold price ratios are, you know, what their companies are, and what their experience is. So it doesn't have to be someone that's done it forever.
No.
They just need to be very knowledgeable of what's going on in the market right now, and
Yeah.
so they can serve you best.
And have a good team behind them.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I would feel like, you know, sometimes you just jive with someone. So whether you're their first household or you're their 100th household, if they have a good team behind them, like you guys, you know, provide the support, then they can, you know, you can feel confident to still jump in with a newer agent even.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. It's matters you're doing the right things right now for your client.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Well, do you want to show us around a little?
Let's do it.
All right. So we can start here. I'm going to grab the camera.
Okay.
And we'll start here in the beginning of the room. We'll turn this around.
This was so fun designing. It's kind of like a play on like a subdivision or a town or like an aerial kind of, I don't know. That was sort of our inspiration for it.
I love
we just,
it.
Again, really wanted to bring the outside elements inside.
Yeah.
Backlight is super fun. We've got a coffee bar, and there's still some things that we're doing. We're not totally done yet, but we are moved in and operating fully now.
Yeah.
We've got some really cool film that's going to be coming on these doors because they all look, you know, they completely close, and then we have this cool design coming that'll kind of give you privacy when you are in here. Mary, do you want to say hey?
Well, we just love Mary.
Yes, we do.
We know who Mary's choice in mortgage companies might be because we are lucky enough to get to work with Cody. But she is a fantastic realtor, and you'll see some of her pictures on our social media as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And don't you guys all know she was hiding behind the camera here? She did not want to be here.
We usually have listings scrolling on
Okay.
the TVs as well. And then down here, we've just got all of our, this is Deborah, our office manager. Say hi.
Hi.
Our team leaders. This is Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hello.
Oh, she's on You know Judy.
We'll
You
still
know
give Judy.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
We've got, here's our little kitchen area.
Oh, this is gorgeous. I mean, this is like really feeling like you're at home.
Yeah,
This is not your typical little
right.
kitchenette.
Exactly, and that's what we really wanted. And we have a construction company too, so this was nice that, you know, sometimes we can kind of showcase cabinets.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother process.
Yeah, I mean, even like this is something that people would really love in their homes.
Yes, absolutely.
That
We
little
really
extra
tried
detail
it.
up top and not wasting any space.
Yeah, exactly. We try to think of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little messy back here. Like I said, we're still pulling it together. This is one of our workrooms. So we've got some flex space for agents that aren't in the office all the time. They're just coming and going. And then we have some assigned spaces as well. So you kind of got worker through here. And then this back area, everybody's out selling houses right now. Nobody's here.
That's good.
And this is super
Oh,
cool. One of my favorites.
such
Yeah.
a pretty spot.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you guys can host little cocktail parties out here, hopefully eventually. The lights are out, and then just such great storage for all of your signage.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty when the lights are on at night too. So this is kind of the downstairs. And some of the stuff, like, let me just show you that. I mean, we're kind of proud of our brand. I mean, like, they're just, we try to
No,
get
this
really,
is so pretty. I mean, look at this gorgeous tile. Oh, the live edge on that counter.
Yeah.
Hello. See, we just wave everyone with it. I mean, it's so pretty. And these are the touches, like, you really care about the people that work here.
Yeah.
And that the people are going to be visiting here.
Absolutely. Well, we want everybody to be as comfortable as possible. And when you are away from your families, if you're here working, we want you to really love the space and feel inspired while you're here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. Love this wallpaper.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of hard to pick, actually, because they had a lot of great options for us when we were explaining our vision. But this is super fun. And Nigel and Marvin have picked out some amazing photos to kind of go down this wall of, like, old Myrtle Beach, some of the old historic things, and they're gonna kind of.
I think I saw some pictures of them on social media where they were
Yes.
out picking them out at a local shop. I love that.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know exactly when they're coming in, but and we still have wallpaper to go on this wall. We've got some funky wallpaper coming. And then one of my best friends, Julianne Creer, she is she's an amazing artist, and she's got some cool, colorful stuff.
Cool.
On it too. So we're gonna go up the stairs.
All right.
now. And
I mean,
if you
these
turn around
lightings
right
are
there,
so
and
pretty.
you're coming down the stairs. This is what you gotta do.
Love this. Yes, every day.
Oh,
Every
that's
day
right.
make it happen.
That's right. Gotta
Slay that
happen
day.
On the way out the door. Some fun stuff up here too. We've got some super fun. I don't know if you saw this yet. This is our phone booth. Because obviously there's a lot of open space up here. So whenever you need to have a phone call.
Hop in and have a little privacy.
It is so nice. It really, you know, you can jump in there and have a privacy.
Yeah.
We've got some more offices around here. Hey,
Hello, ladies. How are you guys?
Hey. Our conference room upstairs.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we have a really fun design coming for this that is, we're gonna have like the logo here and these crazy dots, and Nigel has really had some amazing ideas for this whole office. And it is, you know, it's been so fun designing. Here's our other kitchen.
So nice to have a little extra space upstairs, not running all around.
Yeah. Exactly.
The windows, I love the black windows.
I love contrast. So,
Yeah.
you know, the whole the white and black theme with the gray, just tying it all together.
Even your lighting and just kind of the open
Not
concept.
here. That's his office. We've got 2 more bathrooms up here, very similar to the ones down. We've got some more work areas here. Here's my office, still a work in progress. There's these stats that we're
Perfect.
studying all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's so nice to be able to. You wave, a little hello.
You know, the twins, Spencer and Tucker. I don't know if Nigel's still right here, and then hey, and then this is Nigel's office, and this is where we have
Team meetings.
construction company too. So there's going to be sort of like a mini design center over here too.
Okay.
that we can meet with.
Fantastic.
And that's pretty much it. You know, Jess Broad, she's right there.
Oh, yep, we saw her last week. This is so cool. It's so beautiful, so open. I mean, really, a lot of detail, thought about the people that are here with you, which I love.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to flip this around real quick so I can say hello too.
Hey.
But I just want to, thank you for
thank you.
letting us come
glad you
and tour us
came.
around and show us a little bit about, kind of inside look on who Berkshire Hathaway is.
Absolutely.
And, kind of why you started this. But if anybody's interested in getting in touch with you to sell a home, buy a home, get in touch with your agents, how do they find you?
Absolutely. Facebook, Instagram, phone number 843-222-4147. But of course, we're on all the social medias. You can look up Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate Myrtle Beach or Kaci Horonzy at any of the
Any of the social media.
Any of
all
them.
Of
We're
them.
all
She's
over.
all
We're
over
everywhere.
It.
Just look. You can't miss me.
It's perfect.
You can't get away from me.
And the office is up here on 79th Avenue.
Yes.
If you know where Fire and Smoke is, they are literally next door. I don't know how they're not going to be eating every day. Probably about 2 o'clock they start up those grills in there and get it going.
Over there a good bit. Over there a good bit. Yes.
So if you want to come and visit this beautiful home place, you can just come in and stop by and check it out. And if you're interested in anything to doing with real estate, or if you are a realtor in town just not knowing where your home is, this could be it.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about like the training and all of that stuff. I mean,
you can touch base on it.
This is one of our superstars right here, actually, Amber. She's
Hello, Amber.
only been in the business a couple months. Her and I mentored, and she's on another team now, and she's already over $1 million. 4 months in the business production. So
congratulations.
thank you. It's such a fun career, and it's like, why wouldn't you do this? It's so amazing.
You get the freedom to kind of do what you need to do. I always say, like people that are like on the cusp and they have kids and stuff like that. I don't know if I could do that. I'm like, but you can, because you can make your time around. Obviously, there's time when clients need to see a place and there's deadlines and all of that happening. But you can definitely work it around.
Absolutely,
life you want to live.
You can control your schedule. When I got into it 14 years ago, I did it because I knew I'd have a family one day, and I wanted to be able to support the family. I want to be able to have the flexibility, and I think I get more done now in maybe working less hours than I did when I started, just because you learn over time how to do it.
Well, and to make those hours count.
Exactly.
You're not just punching a clock just to be there from 9 to 5 and just trying to, you're there and it's your clock and you're making sure that you're making the most of the time that you're in there.
Absolutely. And we get to help people, not just my family, but all these agents and our clients. Like, everybody's got needs, and it's really fun because everyone's personality is different. Everyone's needs, their goals are different. So it's really amazing to be able to watch people. Like, I've got clients that started with their first home with me, and now they're 4, 5, 6 homes down the road, and it just all over the place. And it's an amazing platform to be able to have impact in people's lives, whether it's financially, emotionally, like all the things. It's just, I'm very lucky and very blessed that I was able to get in this career, and that I just love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
We love our team.
Yes.
We love our clients, and just, it's so amazing. If you
Okay,
ever
great.
want to talk about real estate, I will talk about it. If you are curious about what your home is worth, if you're just thinking about buying and you're not sure what that timeline looks like, or what all the little pieces are to the puzzle, if it's just a conversation, we can start there. And if you're ready, I'm ready. For sure.
Always.
But I love talking about it. It's my
Right.
favorite subject, so I'm here anytime, whatever you need.
Fantastic. All right.
Thank you.
Well, for another really special, Realtor Spotlight, we hope you guys have a great week, and maybe we'll get to know Amber here in the weeks coming.
Yes, that would be fun.
All right. You guys have a great day. Stay dry and
Bye.
stay cool.
Thank you.